Hi, my name is Karen Loon and I'm a partner with PwC. Firstly, I just thought it'd be worth echoing some of Sam's comments about Singapore. I'm a third generation Australian-born Chinese, so I'm a bit of an unusual recruit. I went to Singapore after working with my firm in Sydney for 4 years. I said I was going there for 2. I've been there for 12 and a half years. So I honestly think, I've left and decided my career will be in Singapore, and that's largely because of the opportunities I've gained. And a lot of it's been, very personal satisfaction with working with some great clients. Most of the people on this panel are the clients that we work with, and other opportunities to travel and other things. So you may be wondering why on earth PwC is here, and because PwC is obviously not a bank, but I guess because the industry has been growing very, very aggressively, many clients do look for services from professional services firms like PwC. And as the organisations have been growing, we have been also investing in our own capabilities to meet the demands, whether it's for PwC works in audit or assurance, also advisory. So when we say advisory, that includes things like process improvement work, crisis management work, also transactions, so M&A assistance, and also the area of taxation. And so they're our core services, which we provide globally. And as organisations grow, we want to also be there to meet the demands of our clients. PwC is a big organisation, 140,000 people around the world in 149 countries. In Singapore, we actually have about 1,700 people, so we're a pretty big firm. Most of the big 4 firms in Singapore are pretty big. And people would generally know that the PwC would work with many of the large clients, not just in financial services, but globally. So 84% of the Fortune Global 500 companies. Specifically in the area of financial services, we've effectively over 300 people full-time equivalents who work with financial services clients. And as they range from the local banks through to many of the MNC banks as they start to grow here. And we believe that because of the our firm, we can give people an opportunity to be exposed and learn about financial services, but yet also have the benefit of learning and growing within the PwC environment, benefiting from the training opportunities and the other opportunities within our own organisations. Many of the areas that we work on are in areas that have been mentioned by Nam Singh. There are opportunities where we are working with clients like in the private banking area. We're helping institutions as they're expanding, for example, in private banking, where they need assistance on processes, assistance advice on regulations, they need tax advice on how to structure their organisations. There's also, as the organisations outsource or they need to improve risk management or they make acquisitions, which is an area I also help with, that firms do look for assistance from professional services firms like PwC to help them. So it does provide an interesting insight, exposure to the industry, but with also the benefits of being within a professional services firm. We actually, for a lot of our recruitment is actually done through Singapore. I think we have finished our graduate recruitment for the year, but nevertheless we do look for good hires, I think, on an opportunistic basis. So if you are interested still to look at, if you're a new graduate, at opportunities at joining PwC, whether it's largely we recruit in the assurance space, but also tax space, we'd be happy to talk to you. In addition, we do recruit from the industry to help. We do need deep expertise, and we look for opportunities on an opportunistic basis for positions, whether it's ex-bankers in risk management, maybe sometimes we do have people from compliance departments, people with controls and consulting experience, and we recruit them as midstream hires, particularly if they have industry expertise. I think just sort of summing up, I think PwC gives people an opportunity to work with the industry on some really interesting and challenging assignments, gives people the opportunity to benefit from the growth in the industry, particularly I think if you like travelling. One of the reasons I've stayed in Singapore for so long is I've loved the travel. I get to work across Asia, go to Europe occasionally, in the US, and that's an opportunity I never would have had here. And I think also within our firm, it's not just the travel with work, which is also something that's fun. We do have opportunities to work in other locations on short, medium or long-term secondments. An example being we actually have 3 of our people here who are currently on 2-year secondments with our Sydney office, and that's one of the programs we have in place for our graduates. So I'd encourage you to talk more with the organisations here, and thinking in terms of the long-term growth of Singapore and the opportunities for you to think very seriously about opportunities in Singapore. Thank you.